excuse my bad. There was rumored about the NDA that 50 silenced you from being on TV shows, from talking, doing interviews. What was the situation with the NDA, the non-disclosure agreement?
I don't have
What happened? Did he silence you?
I don't have a non-disclosure agreement. What it is, it's a fictional. It's a contract for a book and life rights that he is showing everyone. Which we all know a contract has a beginning and an ending date. So that's gonna definitely have to be worked out legally because he's preventing me from making a living. But that's what narcissists do. They will talk about you saying that you want money from them, but they will put you in a trick bag so you can depend on them. Like 48 laws of power says, always let them depend on you for their happiness. But luckily for Shaniqua Tompkins, I believe in God and I don't depend on 50 Cent for my happiness.
Okay, boom, viewers, welcome back to the channel. Subscribers don't already know the thing set. We're blessed. You also know the story ain't complete if minute upon the beat, and as you can see, on the screen, yeah, 50 Cent finally got the papers through court, and now he is slapping his baby moms, no pun intention, again with a lawsuit. You see myself for defamation of character, and TMZ basically broke down what the ordeal is. As you can see, she posted up this video with the hombre who brought 50 Cent to the hospital after he was getting shot. You see myself. He also talks about how she inserted herself in the Diddy Daphne Joy situation and cited, from Philippines and Queens and all them foolishness, yeah, trying to build up, hype for her business. And I'm assuming, her son business, because that's all they've been promoting all the Motion Plus, I guess something like FedEx, I don't know, but they was using 50 Cent and Diddy Daphne Joy situation for cloak. Nobody ain't checking for these people if they ain't talking about 50. So that's what she was doing from the jump when she mentioned the Philippines thing, because they knew they was going to have this grand celebration opening or whatever with the Sun business. Put in the comment section what you think about that. 'Cause 50 Cent said she do look handsome because they look alike, but their moms have them out there scamming PPP and all of these things. So as you heard in the beginning of the video, she said she's going back to court with 50 for these life rights thing because she can't make no money. You see what I say? And she said a bunch of other things that was mentioned in TMC. So let's take a listen to her go on and we'll proceed at the end.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Shaniqua Tompkins, first baby mother. I'm Shaniqua. You know me depicted in the movie Get Rich or Die Trying. I was the one who took care of him. I was the one who took him to my mom's house when he got shot. Saved his life. Saved his life. Saved his life. I was the one before he got shot and he signed with JMJ Records. I was the one who was taking care of him financially. Was working 18 hours a 18 hours a day on a toll bridge, Whitestone Expressway, paying for DATs, reels, studio time, jewelry, tattoos, companies. Rotten Apple Records, his first company. Yeah, like I was that person. So it wasn't me getting with 50 when he was who he is now. It was I was there with him from the beginning. I am G Unit. I am G Unit. Was hot, was not. I don't know if you want to go into the Diddy trial, Daphne Joy, because that's how this all started. Was with the queen from not Philippines comment that I made because I'm getting DMs, even though of course you could tell I'm from Queens and I'm not from the Philippines, but I was getting a lot of DMs and people thinking that it was I forgot where I was at. So yeah, so that's how it came about. The queen from Philippines comment. We all know the Diddy trial is going on, and we all know my son's father is not happy with it. Like he's not happy, but what Daphne is doing is indicative to her character. It was so it's been rumored and known for years that she has been a pole girl from um Vegas. Like that's known. That's no. Um, and he knew that when he beat her up in California, which everyone, he seems like that's just so buried how he beat her up. It was a domestic violence case in California. Um, the California Clerk's office tried to contact me. Hey, y'all, tried to contact me
Okay.
to
Right.
testify in that case. They contacted my child support attorneys for me to question me and to testify in Daphne Joy's domestic violence case, which I declined. Which I declined. Which I declined.
What made you decline?
Um, as I'm a mother first, and I'm a woman, but she, during the duration of the relationship with her and 50, she gave me so much shade, and she was trolling me along with him. Like, she thought she was superior. She thought her and her child were going to be superior to Marquise and I. So I said, I'll sit this one out.
But did she ever come at you and like troll you any kind of way
Yeah,
when
she always did subliminals
ah
all the time. Absolutely. On I can't remember. I would have to go back. So I snapshot and I save everything. But it used to be on Twitter all the time. She would just throw the subs, the subs, the subs. So, and I could understand it because it's like, I left him. I don't want him. I don't communicate with him often. So I could not understand what why she was upset about, you have him. So you have a child by him. So I'm not in the scenario, so I can understand. I
so about
really,
how old around what year was that though that this took place? Because
I
I think the
think it
child,
was
how old is
about, I think it was about maybe 2008, 2011, because at the time before he got with her, he was with Ciara. So he left Ciara to be with her, to be with Daphne, which I couldn't understand because Marquise loved Ciara. His family adored Ciara, and he left Ciara to be with Daphne.
you said about 2008, 2009.
No, yeah, maybe him and Ciara probably maybe 2010. I'm not sure, but I know he was with the girl Daphne maybe like 2011, 2012, somewhere around that, somewhere around here. But he
And
definitely,
how old is Saya now?
I
Their
don't,
son.
that I don't know. I would have to Google it. I don't know. I just know that him and I, he's a Virgo. I do know that. Like him and I, like days apart in birthday, but I don't know how old he is. I have no clue. I'm guessing maybe 10, 11, maybe. I don't know.
So if Marquise is what, 29, 28? How old is
28,
Marquise?
28.
So they're about what, 16 years
They,
difference, 17.
yeah, probably more than that. Right, like 10, over 10 years. But Floyd was dating Miss Jackson at the time, and he hooked Boo Boo up with Daphne. He hooked them up. I guess Floyd got the last laugh because he said, I told you not to have no baby pie. And we all see, if you go to Floyd's page now, which we all know Floyd is his best friend or was his best friend, on his page now, Floyd has a post saying to Boo Boo, in the first line he says in that post, you're just mad because Marquise's mother don't want to be with you. And I'm assuming we all know if you have a best friend, your best friend knows all your secrets and who you care about. And that's what Floyd said first line out the gate.
So being a Floyd, what was the fallout between Floyd and his son's father about?
50 wanted to try to get into the boxing business. So as I don't know if everyone knows, like I was very close with Floyd's children's mother, Josie Harris. God bless her dead. I love Josie. Sweet, fun, just all around great person. I just wanted to say that. Floyd, I mean, Boo Boo wanted to get into the boxing business. And Floyd is like, no, we're friends. Like you have your business, I have my business, but he wanted to get into the boxing business. So he thought he was gonna Josie told me he went to Floyd's parents. Like if he was asking for a hand in marriage. You know how you go to a girl's parents ask for
Right.
their hand in marriage. So he was
Right.
like, I just want to have your blessings. I want to get into business with Floyd. And Floyd was like, no. He wanted to just be friends. And that's what Boo Boo would say. Boo Boo would say, oh, Floyd want to be, he would tell me Floyd want to prick fingers and be blood brothers. Like, because he wasn't genuine in a friendship. So, which is typical of him. Like, he's not genuine in any relationship. And as we can see, he can't maintain a personal relationship with anyone. So he was upset by that, and that's how the beef started because Floyd wanted to keep it his friend, and his business separate.
Totally understand. But I see that you calling him Boo Boo. Some people don't know why you calling him Boo Boo. So you want to tell them why
Oh,
you calling him Boo Boo?
it's not a pet name. So it's not a pet name. That was his name from around the area in Queens. And so it's not a pet name. So it's not like, oh my boo boo. No, that's what people called him, Boo or Boo Boo, Boo from 134 and God Road. So it's a nickname.
Also been around for a while. So let me ask you a question because people want about this is gonna be widespread at this point because of what happened last week. What made you want to do this now? Why now?
Um, just tired of 50 controlling the narrative. Tired of him controlling the narrative for so many years and lying. Like, just it's nothing else. Because you always say it's three sides of the truth, but the truth is, whatever the saying, how it goes, he's just a liar. He just lies, he manipulates, he spins. And I didn't realize that there are so many impressionable, weak people that they see his character. He shows his character all day and night on his Instagram, and they believe what he happens to say about someone just because you like some of his songs and you feel like he's successful. I don't understand it.
Do you is there any financial gain from 50 Cent at this point from him to you?
No,
Because people may say you still want money. There was a
no,
viral clip about Marquise with child support at 27.
which
Can,
is
can we can we touch on that real quick?
all lies. He paid child support. My child support declaration was until Marquise was 21. He hasn't paid child support in like 8 years.
So the video with him saying about paying the money. What was it? With Choke No Joke, I think something like that. The video, the guy that did the interview with Marquise, that was the old video basically.
Say that again. Could you repeat that, please?
Got a little background noise. I said that. Remember the video with Marquise that came out was he was talking about he wanted child support at 26 years old. I think he did the interview with Choke No Joke or something like
Mhm.
that. Was that an old interview?
Which was untrue. Marquise was stating that we jumped out of a burning house with our pajamas on. We lost everything. He was saying to Choke, I would like to call him a different name, but I'm not. He was saying to him that I had to start my life over with nothing but 6,700. And to the average person, I guess that's a lot. And I get that because that's not the average child support. But average child support goes to average people. Marquis' father is not the average person. So he's not going to receive the average child support. His life is not the average life. Like, and it's not about just wanting materialistic things and saying that it's not the average life. Being with his dad and all the drama and chaos that comes with it, he's supposed to be well fed, organically fed, well tutored, behind someone's gated community, security. Like, that's what it is. Like, at one point, when the Murder Inc. trial was going on, Chris Lighty suggested that we homeschool Marquise for security purposes.
Did y'all get threats?
No, not that I know of, but just for security purposes, like, oh, well, he should be homeschooled. We homeschooled. Marquise was homeschooled. So now that I decided I don't want to be with you, you just say, oh, that's it. You just throw us to the wolves.
when she's getting abused.
I won't. I won't say what makes a female say. I can say what made me stay. And
But that's a better question. I'm just because we're talking to the
yeah,
600 people, so I just want because a lot of people say, "Oh, it's the money, it's the money, it's the money,"
but
but
he didn't have any money then. Like
well, that's what I was going
I
to
was
get to
taking
at
care
that
of
point, right?
him. He didn't have any money then. He didn't. That I was pregnant with Marquise in '96. He didn't become 50 Cent until um 2003. 2003, yeah, 2003. I think Give What You trying to get on 2003, 2003. So it was he didn't have any money. He wasn't this big drug dealer that he tries to claim to be. First of all, he never was a big drug dealer. He was always a corner boy. Let's get that straight. Like anybody from Jamaica, Queens, South Side Jamaica, Queens, Boo was known for his hands, and he was a corner boy. He may have like little yales and that under him, but he was always a corner boy. He was no big time drug dealer, and he wasn't that. And not discredit him, but like I say, he was known for fighting. He was good with his hands, but he was never no big time drug dealer. He had a nice when I got with him. He had a Land Cruiser, then he got the big Benz, and I guess maybe that gave the facade that he was this big time guy. But everybody from the neighborhood used to look like you talking to him, like you talking to him, like he wasn't that guy. Well, he was not.
Right. So some of the things that the chat wants to know is how many times did he get shot? Some say 5, 9, 10, 11. Who knows? Do you know how they asked you what it was? How many times he got shot?
Absolutely, I know because I was there. I was I was there with him in the hospital for weeks to the point where once he was he was not in his induced coma. Once he saw I was there, he did not let me leave his side. But he was shot 5 times. 5 times. Once in the jaw, the arm, the hip, and everything else was like little like flesh wound. But 5 times. It was not 9. He said he came up with 5. His reasoning to me why he said he came up with 5 was because Tupac got shot 9 times. I mean 5 times. He said Tupac got shot 5 times, so he wanted to sensationalize it because he didn't want to be compared to Tupac. He wanted to make it bigger than what Tupac was. That's what. But he got shot 5 times. That's a fact. I was
And you was
there.
there.
I was in
You
constant
witnessed.
communication with the doctors. I was his next to kin. He got shot 5 times.
And you was there because people are going to debate. Were you there?
I was when he got shot or in the hospital.
Well, both in the shot.
I was
Yeah.
there in front of the house when he got shot. Like I said, his grandmother was in the yard planting flowers. Marquise and I had walked him to well, I can't explain the house. Well, I kind of could, but the house had a porch, so he was still like a outside porch. So Marquise and I was standing in the outside porch. Ju came and spoke. If you hear even Ju's interviews, which by the way, coming soon. I have so much footage with God. Recipes JU. I got so much footage with JU, and that's going to definitely come out soon. Um, yeah, we were there. Marquise and I were there. We're there. We're there. We were there, and he never placed me there. Like I said, he likes to control the narrative. He never placed me there, but Marquise and I were there. We were there. Me, Marquise's grandmother, and Ju. And Ju girlfriend was in the car. His girlfriend at the time was in the car.
Just run back in time real quick. So how old was Marquise when he got shot?
He was 3 years. He was about 3 going on 4. And then his lawyer and I have in my deposition papers, which once I start doing my YouTube channel, I could be able to side by side and bring up stuff. His lawyer actually asked me where was my evidence, and that was the first part of the house to burn down.
Yeah, we all know how this is going to work out. She's going to lose because she signed her rights over for whatever reason. But don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I drop the latest